It's a magical sort of cathedral of motorsport, isn't it? You know, everyone wants to come to Bonneville.
Bonneville doesn't care if you're male or female, young or old. It's all the same salt. It's all the same record book.
I love surpassing people's expectations. They look at me and think, oh, you're just an 18-year-old little girl. What could you do? I don't even have to tell them. You just go out and show them on the bike.
Track is clear, launch when ready.
That's pretty fun to break these old men's hearts and take their records.
I knew from a little girl she was different.
Creativity is a huge part of my life. It's very important to me.
Kayla is a very passionate person, whether it's art or photography or racing.
Kayla and I have gone to Bonneville since she was 12 years old. You think that's gonna work, or we need to hone it out a little?
I think it's pretty good.
Good? So good or perfect?
It's perfect.
There you go, that's what I like.
Creativity means you're not just doing what everybody else is doing.
There is no textbook for building a Bonneville bike.
You can't be fearful when you're creating things.
We literally pulled the engine out of one of Royal Enfield's development bikes and have turned that into our race engine. The heart of the engine still carries back to the street bike, but the chassis and everything else we're using at Bonneville is a pure race Harris design.
It's important to talk a lot about the nature of collaboration that's gone into this build.
We've got a lot of incredibly talented people.
You know, you build a new bike and you think you've done a good job, you think you've thought of everything, but you don't really know until you've run it.
Bike 744, an FIM entry is ready.
What we're trying to achieve here is an FIM world record. We're going to be in the 750 class, open, overhead cam.
Track is clear, launch when ready.
The current record is 100.3 mile per hour, but at Bonneville, anything can happen.
Went out for our first run and
Congratulations and thank you.
broke the record first try, 132.
You know, far exceeded what we expected today. We're really, really happy.
Once it makes the first run, now you can bring the bike back, and then that's when the mechanics and the technicians all get to work to get this thing ready to go even faster.
It has been a really fun process going through with the guys and sort of exploring what those possibilities are and understanding how we could get the absolute most out of the motor.
When Kayla comes off the salt, there will be people that will wait for us to congratulate the rider. She pulls her helmet off and all this hair comes out and their jaws hit the ground and they look at her almost confused.
Oh, he's not a he, it's a she.
Surprise.
Speed for 744 is 139.48.
Well done.
We see Kayla come to the end and pull off her helmet, and just the smile is, you know, ear to ear. When somebody's on a Royal Enfield, we just want to put a grin on their face. That's it.
Shattering the people's expectations and what they think of you is definitely huge for me.
Total team effort. I mean, it really is.
You start to realize these people you're working with are legends.
It's really been an act of passion from everybody, and that's probably been at the soul of this whole project.